Hi, I want to come back and make one more video because I want to talk about grammar, but I want to do that book review thing first. But I want to talk about grammar. I was listening to a publisher posted on another one of my sites about how he hates reading manuscript. He said the simplest mistake, the spelling, the punctuation, the grammar. He said they don't know the difference between there and there, you know, or words that sound alike but mean differently, or spelled alike but mean, he said he spends 90% of his time correcting grammar. And he said a publisher and editor does not want to spend his time correcting your grammar. Now you should know that. I know when I was in school, I didn't like English, but I'm so glad I went through it, because you have to know. If you're not good in grammar, get a grammar checker, like Grammarly. I love Grammarly. So I'm going to say Grammarly. There's other ones out there. I'm sure there are, but I love Grammarly. And if you don't know how to say it, sometimes they'll do it for you, but usually I'll go back, and see if that's way I want to say it. Sometimes it's different than what I want to say it, so I'll leave my version, as long as the spelling and stuff is right. But grammar is very important. If you're a writer, don't take grammar for that it doesn't matter. Publishers and editors, they don't want to spend their time correcting your mistakes. And another thing, make sure you have everything on your manuscript if you're sending it through the mail. This one guy sent his book through the mail, and he didn't number page 1. So nobody knew the pages. So the pages, they published his book. Don't ask me how. I don't know. But they published his book. When he got his book back, he said it was all out of sync. He said, none of the pages are right. And so the girl asked him on the site, she said, did you number your pages? He said, no. Aren't they supposed to do that? No, they're not supposed to do that. The publisher's not going to sit down and number your pages for you. You should do that, especially if you send a manuscript to the mail. You should have your name, your address, your phone number, how many, your word count, and every page should have a number. They're not going to sit down and do that for you. So a lot of things you take for granted, just because you're a writer, and you're just writing and you're just having a good time, and you don't stop to think. You have to. And you have to go back and make sure that you have, okay, for example, I'm finishing my novel now. I'm on my 19th chapter. I'll have to go back and read every single word. I may have a grammar checker. I use Grammarly, which I love. And then my husband helps me in editing too. But I go back and check everything. I have to read every word, look for every punctuation to make sure that this is the way it's supposed to be before I send it to Amazon. Because I publish through Amazon. I love Amazon and Kindle. So I publish with them. And they will call you on it too, because they've sent me covers back and said, this is out of line. You didn't, and then I realized, I didn't do that. I meant to do that. So they have, they check too. Don't think that just because it's Amazon, that you can just publish anything. They won't let you just publish anything. They're going to check it too. So I just wanted to say, spelling and grammar and punctuation, all that stuff you learn in English is extremely, extremely, extremely important. Remember that. Get a grammar checker, a spell checker, and check everything before you send your baby off. You won't regret it. Okay, bye-bye now.